Imagine being told that a single quiet afternoon with your own father could cost you everything. Your career, your royal standing, and your place in history. That is the chilling reality Princess Beatrice now faces. According to reports, she has received a final and uncompromising warning from the very heart of the British monarchy. One that could strip her of her remaining royal privileges and exile her from the inner circle forever. All because of a private meeting she believed would go unnoticed. Hello dear viewers, and welcome back. Thank you for joining us as we take a deep dive into a developing story that is shaking the foundations of the House of Windsor. We truly appreciate you being part of our community of royal watchers. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support allows us to keep bringing you these in-depth royal reports. The quiet, leafy roads of Windsor are usually a safe haven for the royal family, a place where they can momentarily escape the glare of the global press. But recently, those same lanes became the backdrop for a moment that may have changed Princess Beatrice's future forever. What began as a simple family outing quickly escalated into a royal crisis. Princess Beatrice, accompanied by her young daughter Sienna, joined her father, Prince Andrew, for a horse ride through the royal mews and across the private grounds of Windsor Castle. On the surface, it appeared completely innocent, a grandfather, a daughter, and a granddaughter enjoying a long-standing Windsor tradition. But in today's monarchy, nothing involving Prince Andrew is ever truly ordinary. Despite the private nature of the estate, cameras captured the moment. When those images surfaced, they reportedly sent shockwaves through Buckingham Palace. For King Charles and the Prince of Wales, Prince William, these were not harmless family photos. They were a public relations nightmare and a direct breach of the unspoken barrier that has been placed around the Duke of York. Sources suggest the palace response was swift and unforgiving. Princess Beatrice was allegedly summoned and delivered a stark message with unmistakable clarity. This must be the final time she is publicly seen with her father if she wishes to maintain her position within the royal hierarchy. The monarchy, under the firm leadership of King Charles and an increasingly influential Prince William, has made one thing clear: the Andrew problem will not be allowed to contaminate the next generation. To understand the seriousness of this warning, we must look at what Beatrice stands to lose. This is not simply about invitations or balcony positions at Trooping the Colour. At stake is her constitutional role. Princess Beatrice is currently a Councillor of State, a position of significant legal and symbolic importance. Under the Regency Acts of 1937 and 1953, Councillors of State are empowered to act on behalf of the monarch in times of illness or absence. They can sign official documents, attend Privy Council meetings, and receive foreign ambassadors. Although the role was expanded in 2022 to include Princess Anne and Prince Edward, ensuring figures like Prince Andrew and Prince Harry would not be relied upon, Beatrice remains on the list. That inclusion reflects both seniority and trust. However, insiders now suggest that trust is no longer unconditional. If Beatrice is seen as facilitating, or even symbolically supporting, her father's return to public life, she could be quietly sidelined. While her title may remain on paper, her role could become entirely ceremonial, a demotion without formal announcement. Royal commentator Afua Hagen addressed the situation in an interview with Newsweek, highlighting the reputational risks Beatrice now faces. She noted that while the outing may have been intended as a private family moment, true privacy simply does not exist for members of the world's most famous family. There is absolutely a reputational risk for anyone publicly associating with Prince Andrew, Hagen explained. I'm sure Beatrice feels a deep loyalty, he is her father after all, but the reputational danger is undeniable. That reputational risk is the currency of the modern monarchy. Since Prince Andrew's disastrous Newsnight interview and the legal fallout surrounding his association with Jeffrey Epstein, he has become a persona non grata. Any royal scene beside him risks reopening wounds the monarchy is desperately trying to heal. For Beatrice, the damage is especially personal. She has worked hard to establish herself as a professional woman, a wife, and a mother. Often viewed as the most stable and relatable member of the York family, she has long served as a bridge between tradition and modernity. Now, that bridge is cracking under the weight of her father's legacy. The dilemma she faces would break most people. On one side is her father, disgraced publicly but deeply loved privately. On the other is the institution she was born into, the source of her status, and the legacy she hopes to secure for her daughter, Sienna. Adding to the pressure is her husband, Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi. A successful property developer with his own reputation to protect, Edoardo reportedly understands the realities of brand management and public perception. Insiders suggest he has urged Beatrice to prioritize their future and their child's well-being, warning that continued association with Andrew could damage not only her standing, but Sienna's future as well. Behind palace walls, a chilling metaphor is reportedly being used, the York Titanic. Prince Andrew is viewed as the captain of a sinking ship, and the monarchy is determined that his daughters do not go down with him. For years, Andrew is said to have hoped for a comeback, using his daughters as informal bridges to the king. But King Charles has remained unmoved. This ultimatum to Beatrice appears to be the final severing of those ties. The message is brutally simple: choose your father, or choose your future. Every public appearance, every visit to Royal Lodge, every photograph now carries risk. Palace advisors are watching closely. This was not a gentle warning, it was the final bell. Unlike Queen Elizabeth II, who was known for shielding her children out of personal loyalty, King Charles has taken a different approach. To him, the monarchy is an institution that must be protected at all costs, even if that means sacrificing family bonds. Public consent is essential, and the public has made its feelings about Prince Andrew very clear. As Princess Beatrice navigates this impossible crossroads, the world watches. Will she remain the loyal daughter, standing by her father as he fades from history? Or will she become the pragmatic princess, securing her place in the future reign? The York Titanic is sinking, and the lifeboats are being lowered. The decision Beatrice makes now will define not only her own life, but the future of her family within the House of Windsor.